Hello. Golly, I just got done watching Candace's episode. This was probably one of my favorite episodes of hers. I mean, I have like a top 5 or top 10. I've been following her for years upon years, so. But this is bar from. It was a good episode. Golly. She touched on a lot. A lot. And it's just crazy. I'm so glad that she said, in reference to the Truman Show, Charlie being targeted, and everybody in his life being actors in some way, shape, or form. 100%. I do believe that Charlie did not know about it up until the end. I would say like the last few months, when he started waking up to everything in reference to Epstein, started asking those questions and started asking, when you kind of start waking up to things and you start going against the grain of your fake reality that you're living in, it starts to become a problem. And when you start asking these questions, you start changing your thoughts, you start changing what you believe and what you articulate. And you are in a world, in a reality that is created around you in a fake, false facade with illusions and bad actors. Then their masks start falling. Then you really start seeing people. You start seeing the true colors of them. That's exactly what happened in my life. It's exactly from my friends, from companies, from my family. It's exactly. As soon as I removed myself and wanted to go in and take time to myself and heal and just kind of regroup and process certain things, because nothing in my life was making sense. Everybody went sideways. All my friendships went completely sideways. Completely. And from my ex and all the meetups and just there's so many angles of it. And now, because I'm so used to it in different ways, but I don't play into it, I see the actors that I have in my life now, but I don't really look at them as actors because I'm not acting. And I just look at them as regular people doing whatever it is they feel like they need to do in their intentions, in their free will. Like, it is their life. And I'm not here to change whichever side of the fence or whichever way they choose to live their life. That is their choice. Am I disappointed? Yeah. Do I feel sad for them? Yeah. But I can't fix them. I can't change them. Especially, it's just not my job. It's not my job. They have to find that will within themselves, and they have to find their relationship to God or faith or religion or whatever it is, however they do, if they do or don't do, right? And just hearing her talk about that, it just really resonated with me, because it's so sad. Like, that's something I said earlier today, which is so crazy that she went down that road, because I said when I was going to pick up my son, like, you have to just solely wrap your heart and your mind around the fact that these people that are so evidently wrapped up into this were okay with him going out with being electrocuted, with so much torture and pain. They were okay with playing characters in his life for years at the detriment of him, just as long as he could be controlled, just as long as he could be minimalized. And I know that feeling. And it's freaking nuts. It's nuts to wake up to the fact that we have people that walk among us in such a dark place where they are completely fine with this type of torture to be done. I'm making a video. That's okay. this type of torture to be done on the regular basis. On the regular basis, just as long as they walk into this world and they save face for all the dirty little secrets and all their little blackmail operations and all their little side things that they've been a part of throughout years, depending on the bloodline, depending on how you're tagged into it, depending on what kind of dirt they got on you. I mean, it just is. It's so sad. It is so sad. And the whole entire makings of it. The entire makings of it. You know, it's just, that's my hardest thing for me. It's just the angle of my family and my son, you know, and just the dynamics of that. Because it is so dark and it is so gross, there's just no plausible way. Truth be told, I don't even want the full truth to come out because I don't want that on them because they are my loved ones. You know what I mean? I know that probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And I get that. But I'm just talking about the angles of my son and just the way that he's been tied into this, you know, and the way that how we're so easily influenced and they take advantage of the broken. And they dangle the bait and pull the switch and stuff. And then it just takes you down these roads and you make really, really, really crappy decisions. Not to mention they just feed you false lies and narratives and falsified documents and all this stuff. Like another thing came to me. If we have now concluded the military presence and the cover up on U.S. soil by U.S., right? If they're carrying the mentality to do this on the grandiose scale when it comes to Charlie Kirk, imagine what they're doing in the smaller communities, right? Imagine what they're doing to people not like Charlie Kirk, just a little nobody, just a nobody, right? Isn't that crazy? That's the mirroring aspect of it. This is where they just... You get tied in these things and you walk down these paths and you let your ego take you down these places and you start being embedded with all this blackmail operations and all this side stuff. And then you get so deep that the truth of things that you have done are so outlandish and horrific that you will go to great measures to keep it hidden because you know what will happen if it surfaces. And the world sees it. It's talking about families, talking about loved ones, being able to watch somebody they supposedly care about and love walk through the pits of HELL and throw darts and hide their hands and manipulate and create illusions and tactics. Put a man on a podium while knowing that he's about to be electrocuted and then create all these things around him. And then say, hey, look here, hey, look here, hey, look here. We're not a part of it. We're not a part of it. What? You're telling on yourself every time you do that. And you're like, hey, not look here, this and that. No, you're just telling on yourself at that point that you are a part of it. It's just one of those things. Okay, so playing Switzerland, I got a minute left. So Tucker Carlson, I love Tucker Carlson because I see him in the angles of like being kind of tugged between Candace and Erica and just the whole operations of everything. And right now, Tucker's just Switzerland. He loves everybody. Does he understand things? Yeah. Does he know things? Yeah. But he just... It's too dark. It's just too much. I get it. That's why I commend Candace in so many different ways. You know, she is a beast. I struggle with that within my day to day, you know, being that beast. Because it's so hard. I'm like a Tucker. I just want to be Switzerland, you know, and just let God handle it, you know. In different ways, you do let God handle it, but you do got to talk about it. So it's like I'm trying to find that happy median for me. I don't know if I'm doing great at it.